week, 5th in the league in receptions. It's the Bills and the Dolphins, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
From the home of the Bills since 1973, we are at Highmark Stadium, just south of downtown Buffalo. Today, we've got an AFC East matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Hey, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. And the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. And Oliver in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. Well, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's when you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Naeem Hines, his first carry. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Allen. Looking left side, and it's complete. A big play here for Buffalo, and even 50 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just help receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal. Johnson again.
Yeah.
This time he'll run into a wall right at the 4-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Malik Harrison with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
Hated taking the loss there on 3rd down.
Shit.
They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down. Now the big play pushes them all the way out to the 40 now for 1st down. Off-play action. Bauer. Forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with first down. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. We had a pretty good idea that they were going to pressure this young quarterback, and that's now 2 sacks here in the first quarter.
And yeah, this is a secret to exactly nobody, because if you're a rookie quarterback, you know you're going to see pressure. Defenses want to see how you're going to handle it, or if it forces you into making bad decisions. That's their goal.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Looking to throw. Bauer. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Bills as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And it's a good news, bad news proposition for them. Mostly good news, and that's that they clinched a playoff spot. That's the important thing. Bad news, though, if they want to make a Super Bowl, for the moment at least, they'd have to do it out of the 6th seed.
The bottom line, everybody wants to play at home during the playoffs. We know that's a given. But nothing builds character for a ball club quite like winning on the road in the playoffs, especially when no one thinks you can do it. And if you win one and gain confidence, who knows, you might get on one of those magical runs.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. On play action, Allen. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. The Bills at 11-4 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Allen's throw is complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On 1st down, Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here at their own 23. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the post.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Bills are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2, as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He got 29 yards that time. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Khalil Shakir with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. But he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they got no chance to win this game.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this returnable for Hines. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. Allen. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that 1st down pickup.
Allen taking it himself, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Bills have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it was Josh Allen using his legs to polish things off. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now here come the Dolphins as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bauer. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And the official won't think twice about pulling this flag on that one.
And let me tell you, that wasn't as easy as it looked. Dancing away and moving forward for 6 yards. To throw on 2nd down. Bauer. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Off the play fake. Bauer. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Now, you don't want to see that penalty at any point, but it adds a little extra to it when it comes on third down.
It certainly does, because if this were a boxing match, they had him on the ropes there. Third down incompletion, fourth down upcoming. Instead, that mistake resets everything back to first down, which means they have to stay on the field longer to try and stop this drive.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Back to throw. Bauer. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll look to throw again. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up down the numbers. There he goes. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. So the problem's really starting to add up now. I mean, they tried a field goal in an effort to get a little bit closer, but the block and return make the situation worse.
I like what you just said there. Just trying to get a little bit closer. I think mentally, that's why they were doing it, because really the 3 wasn't going to do them a whole lot of good, but they feel better about themselves. Now, they feel exponentially worse.
So we've come upon halftime here in week. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And certainly they are pleased to know that they will be in the postseason. That's the good news. They've clinched a spot at least. The bad news, at least for now, they would have to make a run out of that 6-hole CD, and that's not an easy prospect.
Not at all, especially with how loaded this conference is. And think about the thought of trying to run through 3 road games just to the Super Bowl. It seems unlikely, but we have seen it happen before.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 95 catches for him now on the year, and it's a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Here's Hines. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
On 2nd and 12, Allen working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
To throw, it's Allen. Shakir holds it in. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Now, these two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, week 8 to be exact. And it was the Bills winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here in Buffalo.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Here's Allen to throw it. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the
touchdown Bills. Stephon Diggs with career touchdown number 70. And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it is 28-0. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards.
And it's finished off by the touchdown by Stephon Diggs.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken in at the 3.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
Yeah, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
We'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
To throw on 3rd down, Bauer. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to make it 4th down. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And now out come the Bills.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I, have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure you have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Draw play. This is Hines.
And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Allen's throw complete to Shakir.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
A loss of 3 on a sack made by multiple defenders.
Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now Allen. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. And he completes it to the tight end Knox. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Touchdown! Dawson Knox, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes this 35-0 now. Down the field in 8 plays, and it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Miami set to take over. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game. But I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Bauer. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. And they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Here's Allen. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bradley Chubb leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Allen off the play fake. This is caught. Touchdown, Bills.
Zach Davidson
from 21 yards away.
And the Bills stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it is 42-0. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Miami's offense set and ready to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw. Bauer. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Back to throw again. His throw incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
The Bills ready to take over.
We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I
we enjoy.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Davidson. A gain there of 21 yards.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
On play action, Allen. Throw left side, complete. That's Davidson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Allen now looks to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Throwing to start the drive. Bauer. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun. Bauer.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. So Allen's going to look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bradley Chubb able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the 1st down sack. Allen.
And that one complete downfield to Johnson.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
On play action, Allen. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
And not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit out as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Dolphins offense returning to the field. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like 1 possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run, to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
On 1st and 10, Bauer being chased out left.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They get 7 out of that, so they're left.